my name is Philip. I'm an LCSW. So you've requested to be in group therapy with our program. I'm just going to explain it very quickly. You will be in a group with several other people, somewhere between 6 and 9 people, and we will be meeting for somewhere between 9 to 12 sessions. There'll be about 1 hour every Wednesday. They'll happen each week, and then once we're done with them, we'll be done with them. You can apply to be in other groups afterwards if you want, or if you feel that you still haven't found a group.
Okay.
I use something called the Yalom model, and the Yalom model is a very social, emotional type of model. It deals a lot with social interactions and bringing things into the group so that, for instance, past issues that someone's had in their socialization,
Okay.
so that those issues can be resolved by interacting with the other members.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
So again, it's specifically though a group for foster youth with disenfranchised youth.
Well, clearly I am foster youth, and I'm suffering from a lot of different challenges, so I told you I'm willing to be in this group.
So I'm just letting you know that all the other individuals in the group will also be in the same situation. They'll be foster youth with disenfranchised youth.
Great.
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Why do you want to be in this group? How do you think it will help?
Well, of course, my name is Mary, as I already mentioned. So I have a lot of issues going on. I don't have the best relationship with my biological mother. I see her from time to time, but there was a lot of physical abuse in the past, and I'm willing to talk about my problems in the group. But I want to focus on me because I want to make sure I resolve these issues because I'm not getting along with a lot of people and I don't understand why. So that's why I want to use this group to talk about myself, to talk about the challenges that I'm facing. It just needs to focus on me.
Are there any types of individuals or specific groups of individuals that you find you don't get along with well?
People that annoy me.
Okay. What kind of people annoy
It's just people that always want to talk about their problems and have this pity party. I'm like, come on, I was resilient. You can get through it too.
you? When you're in groups with other people, like in the past when you've been in groups with other people, how has that worked out? What's your experience in groups?
Well, as I mentioned before, a lot of people don't like me, and I don't know why. Because I'm nice, you see how nice I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to talk about my situation, that's all. And people need to respect that.
Hello everyone, so welcome to group. I'm going to be the group leader. My name is Philip. I met you all before in our individual pre-screening sessions. I hope everyone's comfortable. Is it hot or cold in here?
It's fine.
We're going to meet here every week on Wednesdays at this time for an hour for the next 9 to 12 weeks. So what I thought we could start with is we could start by going around in the circle and introducing ourselves and maybe what we want to do. So I'll start and then we can go clockwise. So my name is Philip. I'm a MSW, I'm a therapist. And what I'd like to get out of this group is I'd like for you all to reach your goals that you set for yourselves. And, yeah. So how about we start with you? So again, name and what you want.
My name is Carmen.
It's okay, take your time. You can go.
You should say something. Maybe just a little.
Can I just go next?
Sure.
My name's Ben, and I'm just trying to just make do. I don't expect you guys to understand what I've gone through. With my parents, I mean my real parents.
Okay, before we start, let's keep this somewhat a little bit brief, just so that we can get around introductions for everyone. Just to make sure that everyone has time to do that. Can you, in about 2 or 3 sentences, tell me like your name and why you're here? 2 or 3.
So I'm Ben. They said they needed people, and I knew I was right for the fit, so I'm here to help you out, actually.
Got it. Thank you.
My name is Paul, and I just want to make sure I maintain group harmony around here. Make sure everybody sort of gets along.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark. I've been to a few of these kinds of sessions before. Been around the block, I guess. I'm pretty good at this kind of stuff, so give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah, so my name's Jeff. I'm just here to just check it out. Don't really need this per se. Personally, pretty well off, but just want to see what it's all about.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Rose. I'm here because I'm starting to get to know my biological family, and I just want to be able to get to know them, but right now it's kind of awkward, so I want to learn how to get to know them.
Okay. So, so does anyone have anything that they want to say before they go home? Or let's say it this way. If you were on the ride home, and you were thinking back on the meeting, is there anything that you feel like you would have wished you had said?
You guys are all going to be okay, because there's been a lot worse, and they all turned out. I've been here for a lot longer, and I've seen a lot of people come through the program, but it's just, it seems like you guys don't know what you're talking about half the time, right? It seems really difficult for me, who's seen much worse, to really kind of empathize at this point. The last counselor was really, really good at this too, and he did just fine.
But I mean, does anyone want to share? I feel like, some people have different experiences, even if it's the same situation. I just want to make sure that it's the same, open space.
I mean, how can we share? Why? I mean, how can you expect us to really understand what we're going through?
What are you going through? Walk us through it, and we'll see if we can understand it.
Time's almost up, but I heard we meet on Wednesdays, so I'll see you
next week.
Jen. Looking forward to it.
Ben.
Ben.
Jen.
Martin, two things. First session, you didn't even hear what we had to say. And it's second point, why are you here then? If you've been here many times before, why are you still here, huh?
Well, I mean, if you want the truth, my parents, they've been bouncing me around from foster care to foster care because they want to take care of me. Right? They've both been pretty difficult in the past. I'm not going to pretend like I've had it harder than any of you, but typically, and what I've seen is that I'm going to stick around a little longer than the rest of you. I've seen a little bit more than you. I'll get out of this eventually, and I'll keep going to these sessions.
I think if you just applied yourself, you can really win one. I wish I had a fresh start.
Well, I've thought about that.
Real quick, I want to ask you a question. Mark, when you hear Ben and the others kind of tell you this, how does that make you feel?
Well, I guess after a while, right, it starts to feel like my parents don't want to have to deal with me, and because of that, I don't get any.
I think it's better that your parents kind of left you alone and let you do your own thing. And you say that your parents made you who you are today, but I don't know. Personally, I was rather abused by my parents. I don't want to get into details of it, but I feel like, well, now I've escaped that. Live with a few roommates now, so it's much better. But I feel like you want to take for granted that your parents kind of left you your autonomy intact. But that's just me.
I think.
I'd say I have my. I mean, abuse is like what pretty common at this point, right? Like who has it? You know.
Well, yeah, I don't think he has.
Then why is I'm so curious. Why is
I've been
he
with
stands out. He stands out from us. I don't know if he's.
But like, that doesn't
There are a few things. One, if we're going to address things like that, we should talk to the person. So if we're having questions like that, it's why are you here, not why is he here, sort of thing. The second thing is, so how do you feel right now about it?
I don't know. I kind of feel like he looks down on us, right? Someone that doesn't understand. Because how can they do it?
Okay. Is there anyone else anyone in the group that makes you feel the opposite of that makes you feel like you're feeling?
I mean, that's hard because I don't know what that feeling feels like. So I can't really speak much on that. But what I guess one thing I know for sure is I don't get that from anyone. Is how I should direct it.
Okay, so
Directed to
you're
that.
not feeling understood by it.
Sorry, like what could we do to help you?
I don't think we can do anything.
Well, if you don't talk
And
to
that's
us
why I'm
about
here
your
trying to find
problems, if you don't talk to us about your problems, you're not giving us a chance to try to.
Well then, let me tell you my story. The story. See, I didn't know my parents. You can say that's a blessing or you can say that's a curse. Depends on who you ask. But I know for me what it was. Because the foster parents that I live with now, they treat me like crap. That's the same thing. I've been through so many before. Yeah, but this is the thing that I don't expect anyone to understand. Because on my journey through these families, they took things away from me. Things I'll never get.
Come on. We know. We've heard it before. Alright? This is the same thing we hear last week, right?
Dude.
Hold on, no.
What?
Come on.
No. He's saying the same thing he's always said.
Listen.
Okay, the
listen,
thing, I
just
don't think
because-
he's getting. I think he's skipping over his points. Like we don't
Right.
need these details. Just
Dude,
just tell us
That
the
was
main.
what you asked for, though.
That's what I'm saying.
You told him to
Wait,
talk.
ask-
No,
wait,
you
wait,
said
wait,
the
wait,
same
wait,
thing as last time.
I'm going
Okay, listen. Just because you've been to multiple sessions doesn't mean that everybody else has. Let people vent out.
Yeah, like that. Wasn't that the point? Like we wanted to know his story so that we could understand him.
We're
But
all
now we're
like
like
shutting
shutting him
point
down.
then.
We're all this together,
Yeah.
What do you think, Carmen? I'm sure anyone can see this guy's a big head.
Wait, hold on. Let's not call each other names.
Let's.
I'm not going to
No,
take
I'm
any
not,
side. Now, don't try and twist my words.
Anyway, I want to hear what Carmen has to say.
I guess I don't really like to talk. I agree with you when you say that.
Hold on. Come on. Don't do that. Let her speak.
That you don't really get much from people here, and seeing how they're shutting you down,
I agree.
it makes me feel like I don't want
I-
to.
No, but
I
yeah,
don't
keep
want to
talking.
give. I don't want to talk. I don't want to say things. So you guys don't understand my situation. The only person that understands
Thank you.
is my boyfriend and no one else. So I'm not getting it.
You know, I agree with you.
Okay, I want to break down some of what just happened. So let's start with Ben. So Ben, what are you hearing from the rest of the group?
I don't know. It's like, we chose to come here, and so to me, in a way, that sounds like he's choosing to come here to belittle us. Why? Why does he have to be here? I asked him before,
But
and
before
you know what?
that,
I'm not
before
satisfied.
that, let's-
I'm not satisfied.
let's talk about how the rest of the group kind of reacted to you. So the rest of the group seems to think that you kind of overshare a little bit. Have you noticed that in your personal life? Is that something that you do, or?
But isn't that a good thing? Like, isn't it a good thing that we all share? Isn't that the point?
Well, we only have an hour, so like we gotta make the most out of.
Yeah, but like if we
Well,
wouldn't
well,
making the most out of it be sharing the most that we can?
well, let me ask.
Should I not
in
be
your-
here then? Because I share too much?
Well,
Is that what I'm hearing?
Come on, we're all
I would want to ask though. In your life, do you notice that? Do you have that where you're kind of thought of as the overshare?
I mean, what am I supposed to look at for that kind of answer? You know,
Like past interactions. Has anyone ever told you that?
I mean, no one important. You know, no one that has like true merit, I'd say. No one who treated me well. You know,
Okay.
so why should I believe any of the words they say?
Who did treat you well?
See, that's a tough question.
Okay, Ben, I'm sorry to interrupt you one more time, but I want to also unpack, because we're running out of time, some of what you said. So you're saying, Carmen, that you're kind of feeling uncomfortable here. Why again? Because of the way that everybody else is kind of... How would you characterize their actions towards Ben?
I guess, I don't know, I just think that people will share what they have to share, and if they don't want to share, they don't have to share, and people shouldn't force others to share, or they shouldn't put people down if they do decide to share.
Wow, I feel attacked.
Wait, why do you feel it? You feel attacked by Carmen?
Because
Or by what Carmen said?
because like I'm always wanting people to be open and like we're all here for a purpose, not a purpose, but like we shouldn't be scared to share. But then like but then Carmen is saying that I'm like forcing her to share and like I'm being aggressive, but
Well,
like
you can't really speak for other people.
but like I mean we're pretty much
Because
like
no one understands each other's situations, so you can't speak for them.
but like we're
Okay,
like
how does it feel having Carmen say that to you?
I don't know. I feel kind of like dumb, or I don't know. It just sucks because I feel like it feels like I'm like trying to make the group better and like stand up for her and like because make her feel like welcome and like comfortable and yeah, it kind of like blew up in my face like everything. So it's like
Okay, so how do you feel, Carmen, then hearing that?
Well, I didn't want to cause problems or any misgivings, or I don't have any misgivings. Well, I can understand when you want to help people, but I feel like you should consider the way other people feel first before interjecting or speaking for other people. And I apologize if I've said something wrong, made you feel bad, because that's not my intention. I wanted to make real connections here because that's kind of what I came here for. So I'm glad that we're talking about this.
So, Carmen, you said that you feel like people are kind of judgmental of other people in the group. Who here do you feel is the least judgmental?
Paul, I feel like is the least judgmental.
Okay, and is there anyone else that you feel is non-judgmental in the group?
You.
Okay. Is there anyone else who you're feeling kind of is judgmental in the group?
Well, in a sense, I'm judging people by saying this, but I guess the people that have made me feel like not wanting to share would be Mark and Jeff
Okay.
and
Come on. Look, if anything, I've seen more than probably you have, Counselor. I gotta tell the truth.
I
Alright.
wouldn't suppose that.
I
wouldn't suppose that.
No, Jeff, you've seen this too, right?
What?
You've seen this kind of thing before, where you know it's you've got more experience than the rest of the group, and now you're going to get blamed for pretending like for seeming like you pretend about knowing the end of this, right?
Okay, so you're kind of feeling like judged currently by Carmen's.
I mean, it's not the first time, and it won't be the last time, because, like I said, right, you got nothing. You'll just get out of here, and you'll be fine.
Maybe for you, but not for the rest of us.
Oh, not for me.
Damn, I might kill myself just to prove you wrong, Mike.
Mark.
I mean, that's what Jesse did, right?
Okay,
Come on, you know Jesse.
I think we are getting a little off topic. I do want to kind of wrap up group for today.
But wait, I haven't said how I felt.
You can say how you feel.
You said how you felt.
How about we go around one more time and see how everyone feels real quick, and then we'll end for today.
Okay.
So Carmen, how are you feeling?
I feel like there's stuff that's still unresolved
Okay.
and that should be talked through, probably more calmly, to make others feel like it's okay to talk.
Okay. Do you... Okay, so you wanted to say something.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I appreciate your apology. It's just like, now I'm just like thinking, like, what if I'm like that all the time? Like, what if I'm being aggressive or like, now I'm worried that I always come across as like awkward and like, I just want to try to like help people, and it just sucks that, like, what if I'm not actually helping all the time? Like, what? Yeah.
Okay.
Because I always do. I always try to make sure that people are heard and like. But what if I'm actually, without knowing it, making them feel like Carmen, where she feels like ashamed of not speaking? You know, like, what if I come across as too strong with everyone?
Okay. So that's how you're feeling?
I feel like, yeah, just cruddy.
Okay. Okay, Ben, how are you feeling?
No, I'm a little flustered and disappointed, but I mean, I'm used to it. That's what I learned that people are. That's what I learned what they do. And honestly, it just fits in another category. He being these guys, Mark and Jeff and Mike, and you know. But I'll say one good thing, you know, because sometimes you just gotta try and shoot for that light. You know, right? That's all
What's
we can
that?
really do sometimes.
Okay, we can get into that next session.
Next session, right?
We've run out of time for the week.
So I do want to say that, you know,
We've run out of time for the
that
week.
just one last thing, because I think you want to hear this. You know, despite all the negativity,
Ben, if you want to,
despite all the negativity,
Ben, if you want to, how
I
about
see some light.
Ben? If you
Okay.
want to, if you have anything else to say, why don't you write it down, and then we can start off with you next week. Okay? Does that sound good?
What he ended up saying was, he ended up saying it.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's cool. That's fine.
If you have anything else to say, then you can write it down. and
I'll
we
write it
can-
down. Yeah.
Got
We
it?
do that.
Okay. So again, thank you everyone for coming. I'll hope to see you again next Wednesday. Okay? So Rose, during our last session, I remember we had talked about, you and Carmen and her feeling like you were a bit controlling. Have you given any thought to that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate?
So, like, I've been told by other people that that's true, and I've, like, noticed it, like, when I try to talk to my parents, like, I get really scared of their silence, or, like, I always feel like someone needs to be talking and stuff, and it reminded me of what happened in the
Okay, and is that something you'd like to work on in group?
Yeah, but I don't know, like, how we would do it.
So, how would you feel about having the other members point out when you're doing it? Would you feel comfortable with that?
A little bit, but I'm kind of scared that like I'm gonna feel kind of like judged. I don't know. Like yeah.
Okay, but the point of group is that it's kind of a safe place to kind of experiment, basically, with like our connections to other people. So it's kind of like a good time to practice that and to practice getting better at that sort of thing, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that sound good? So everyone is going to remind Rose when you feel that she's feeling controlling, and then we'll go through and we'll see how that makes other people feel, and then we'll see how that makes you feel. So everyone, like I've been saying for the past few weeks, this is going to be our last week, so we're ending this week. Does anyone have any feelings about ending?
It's good.
Okay. You're feeling good, positive?
Yeah.
How about you, Ben? How are you feeling?
I mean, there's that saying, all good things come to an end.
I think that there are a couple things that need to be worked out. But overall, I would say this experience has been positive.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, I think it's been really positive. I'm just gonna be like, I'm kind of sad because I feel like we've really developed like, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten kind of this you all. I don't know. It just feels like it'll be weird not meeting every week. So not seeing you all every week, not being able to talk or anything. So
And I feel like that's a really kind of natural reaction to this, right? Because we've been sharing very deeply of ourselves with each other, and so I feel like that's completely a natural reaction for you to have, right? How about you, Mark?
It was fine. It was good.
It was alright.
I kind of want to go around and do one last activity. So what we're going to do is we're going to say to the person on our left something we kind of hope for them.
My hope for you, Rose, is that you take a step back and kind of analyze the situation, the way that people perceive you, and to also let go of the control or your want for control.
I have you to thank really for like helping me with that, because like I said, without this, like I guess without me interacting with you, I would never know that that's a problem. So thanks.